Well, Chris, good afternoon. How was the mood in the camp following what's been a busy Easter period?
Yeah, I think it was positive. I think we felt like we gave a much more credible performance in that match, despite losing again, which is naturally disappointing and frustrating always, because you look back and think about what could have been. But so yeah, mixed feelings always. You know, we wanted to get a result at least or win, and we didn't. So there's that. But I think we saw a different side to us that felt a lot better anyway. So the aim has been building upon that this week.
Well, you mentioned there's plenty of positive to take in your post-match interview. Obviously, you did touch on it there, but hopefully we'd turn that into a result come Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. I think we need a win. We're at that stage where we really want to put it all together now and come out with 3 points from a game. I think we've been close in that last match. We're at home. It's going to be obviously a big occasion. You know, midday kickoff against Wrexham, who are our big rivals really in League One. So we've got history there. But yeah, I think a big win for us would really change the feeling hugely. And I think we've just got to keep working as hard as we possibly can to achieve that.
And we know there's plenty of media noise around this fixture. And I know we've asked you this previously, but how hard is it to maintain a level head throughout and simply focus on the task at hand?
Yeah, I mean, I always say it's not hard for me because I don't really engage in any of the outside noise or anything like that. But I always advise the players not to sort of think too much about the game, just focus on giving their all and being us, basically. So there will be naturally noise. There was just as much noise in League One, actually, and we handled those games well. So we want to play in big games of interest. You know, again, a team that's been good this year. They're challenging for the playoffs still at this point. So yeah, it's an exciting game for us. Good to be back at home again. You know, I really hope that we can get the fans singing and cheering and celebrating by the end of the match.
We know they suffered a large defeat on Tuesday night, and they'll be really looking to bounce back and stay in contention, won't they?
Yeah, definitely. I think, as I say, the 5 games to go, they're in the mixer definitely for it. You have to say credit to them. They've stayed in there. They've had a very strong season, regardless of the result they had. It was always going to be a tough game, no doubt about it. So yeah, I think we're like so many. We can expect a tough game, but we have to try and use that home advantage in our favour.
It goes without saying that regardless of where we are on the table, there's plenty of reasons for the players to be hungry and continue to fight for their place in the team, isn't there?
Well, most definitely. I think if I see a lack of hunger or determination to give their all, then they won't play. That's it. I think that's the standards that I expect from them, and they know that. So, like I always say to them, you're always playing for something, you know, and playing for a club like Birmingham City, there's a lot there every single game, so we have to go for it. And I feel a determination from them also. They know that we haven't been our best consistently. We've had too many ups and downs in terms of our performance level. So we've got to try and pull it all together now and get some consistency into the last few games.
And we know what Wrexham will bring. We've played them already quite a few times in the past few seasons. What are you expecting specifically from Phil Parkinson's side?
Well, very similar to the previous matches. I think they're hard to beat. They play a back 5. They did it last season. This season it's 5-4-1. Last season it was 5-3-2. So a little change there, but yeah, very structured defensively. Then with the ball, they obviously got the wing backs high and wide to cross. And usually you have a big physical striker. You know, they use the set piece as well. So they've played that style probably for quite a few years under Phil Parkinson and really made their way through the leagues with it. So we dealt with it last game we played them and obviously in League One in the games we had. So we're a little bit different to them obviously, and you know, it's just trying to make sure that we can impose our football into the game as much as possible, which when we did that against them in our previous home game, which seems a long time ago now, we really did play well and get a great win. So hopefully we can do that again.
We saw Peck Ho taken off against Ipswich. Is there any update you can give us on him?
Yeah, he did take a heavy knock. He is available for this game. He's been training and everything, but he did take a big hit. But he's gone through all the sort of checks and everything else this week and made his way back into training properly.
And while we're in the physio room, is there any updates you can give us on wider injuries to the squad?
No, No. Kai Wagner's getting very close. He's had a good week, which is, good news. No one else stands out. You've got Alex Cochrane. He's also made good strides. A bit further behind Kai, but I've been looking forward to getting him back as well. So yeah, that's definitely positive news there.
Absolutely. And finally, Chris, on the fans, we've had some tough results of late, but the Blue Noses are continuing to turn up and back the side. What's your message to them heading into the final 5 games?
Well, my message to them is hopefully we can do you proud. I think there have been, in a season, like I say, ups and downs. It was really wonderful to see their reaction against Ipswich, because I felt you always feel like you want to give them something to at least be proud of. And that just proves it doesn't always have to be winning. It needs to be a team that's fighting and committed, and they can see that. And I think it was a great example of that, their reaction in that game. But they'll sell out probably this game. They'll sell out the next games. I don't think there's been a ticket spare for any of our games this season. They've gone everywhere to support us. And like I always say, support the team. The best way to get a result for us is to support our players, as much as frustrating as it can be sometimes. And I'm as get as frustrated as anyone. The best thing is that we try and support the boys through a difficult, tricky spell that we've been on. And they really, really feel that support and encouragement. And that's what gets them that extra bounce in their step. And that extra bit of confidence, conviction in what they're doing. So I think it's to let's encourage as much as possible. Let's push together. Let's finish this season, with our heads held high, and we're going to try and do everything we can to make them proud of their team and finish well.
Chris, thank you and good luck.
Thank you.